So today I'll be unboxing these Partagas Aristocrats. These are a 5-inch by 40 ring gauge. They come in this nice dress box here by Partagas. And what you have here in Mexico, or how they come in Mexico, is you'll have the original Habanos seal here across the top diagonally, unbroken. The IEPT label here, which is the exclusive importer of Habanos since 1991. This is the Importadora y Exportadora de Puros y Tabacos. And of course we'll have the original warranty label by or from Cuba. Unfortunately, this label has been mostly covered by the health warning label here that's been placed on the top by the IEPT. Unfortunately, that's what we deal with here in Mexico. That label is half the front cover, one of the sides of the box, and the bottom of the box will be totally covered in this health warning label. I've removed part of it so that we can see the original embossed. So this is embossed into the wood, the factory label, the factory stamp, as well as the factory date code. And that actually removes very easily here off the back. This is unvarnished wood, so I'll cut away this entire label off the back. And you can see here, the date code is February 2023, so Febrero of 2023. And when it was imported into Mexico was here, Abril, so April 2023. The IEPT as this label also gives you a brief description of what is inside the box. The cepo, the ring gauge, length of the cigar 129 millimeters or 5 inches, and fortaleza, so the strength is fuerte. Also has the HSA number. This is an HSA, the Habanos control number, and you'll see in a second here. And we looked up the warranty. This box also has the original or a label here from La Casa del Habano in Puerto Vallarta. This is where I bought this box from. Because again, there's no guarantees on your boxes when you buy them. Even if you authenticate all of these, you never know. So it's always a good idea to know who you're buying from. And I highly recommend La Casa del Habano in Puerto Vallarta. Very easy to deal with, bilingual, English or Espanol, and very helpful. I had this box shipped within Mexico within a week. So, really excellent service by them. Highly recommend checking out La Casa del Habano if you're in Puerto Vallarta or if you're in Mexico, because they will ship to anywhere within Mexico. So let's start off by entering in warranty code on the Habanos.com website. We'll get back this. We'll get back el producto es original de Habanos SA, the HSA control number, which is the same control number that you'll see on the top of the box, and a brief description of the contents of the box. So we have the Partagas Aristocrats with this code, CB, which is the current box, current dress box. UW stands for unvarnished wood. CL stands for Lamina de Cedro, so the box is a cedar laminate. 12 and 13 is the distribution of cigars, so 12 cigars on the bottom, 13 cigars up here on the top. N is for Ninguno, or tells us that the cigars are just plain up in the box, no individual packaging. And 25, so the total number of cigars in the box. For a complete list of all the box codes, I'll put a link in the description box below to the Cuban cigar website, which is a great source of information for not only the box codes, but box dates, seals. All of that information appears on that website. So I'll leave a description in the box. I'll leave a link in the description box below. So let's get back to the box. So in order to open these Partagas boxes, we'll have to cut through the warranty label, the IEPT label, the Habanos label, and as well, these Partagas boxes have a label that goes all the way around the box. So an extra layer of sealing that Partagas adds to their boxes, as well as, of course, the little brass brad that is in the center of the box. So let's remove that. Let's take a look inside. Really beautifully presented box by Partagas with their original description label inside. And now we should see 13 cigars on the top layer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, so 13 cigars. And this box is from 2023 February, so recording this in the end of January 2024, so it's about a year age on this box right now. The box smells quite nice. That Cuban cigars, that's Cuban tobacco smells beautiful. Really nicely presented box here by Partagas. Let's take a look at one of the sticks. Really nicely labeled with their Partagas gold metal band. Really nice wrapper leaf on these Aristocrats as well. Again, this is a 5" by 40 ring gauge. Just that really pleasant Cuban tobacco smell. Again, earthy, almost barnyard type smell to these cigars. No ammonia at all. It's a year-old box, so wouldn't expect to see or smell that. So into the first third on this Partagas Aristocrat. Burn has been good. The draw is open, produces a really pleasing amount of smoke with a woody cedar notes on the smoke. And the palate finish is, I would say, a medium to strong, not really an overwhelming strong flavor. And the finish, I'd say about a medium length as well, with just a hint of cream and just maybe a hint of cocoa sweetness on the finish. The ash, probably going to ash this now and even this out a bit. But otherwise, it's been quite enjoyable. The wrapper is also quite nice, with that slight sweetness on the lips from the slight saltiness on your lips from the Cuban tobacco that you usually get. Very tasty. So just finishing up the middle third now. The flavors have developed really nicely. Still getting that woody cedar notes with just a hint of black pepper now on the finish. The finish remains medium strength, maybe now medium full strength. A little touch of black pepper too on the finish. It's also gotten a little bit more creamier. You can see the cigar is also a little bit on the box pressed look, because these were in the box since 2023, so about a year in the box. You do get that typical slight squareness to the cigar. Very enjoyable smoke by Partagas. These similar ring gauges, you do need to be careful and make sure you don't overheat the smoke too much, or you will get a little bit of bitterness, but even then it's not unpleasant. So finishing up this Partagas Aristocrat. Very enjoyable. Strength definitely picked up here in the last third, but the finish still remains medium length, not very long at all on the finish. Very pleasant smoke though. I think the Aristocrat this size, the 40 by 5 inches, is sometimes overlooked, but it's perfect smoke. Give yourself about an hour. Goes well with a coffee in the morning. Really enjoyable. So until next time everyone, thank you for watching. Hasta la próxima vez. Ciao.